Hey everybody, how's it going? So what we'll do now is work on the visual indication that it is a reply. So once you reply to someone, we'll add some text there saying replying to and then the name of the person. So let's go back to our text editor and we'll find our code, create post HTML code, and let's add it in here. So I'm going to do this right at the bottom underneath the if is retweet. We're going to create a variable first. We'll say var reply flag, and just set it to an empty string because we'll be injecting this into the HTML, and if it's not a reply, we're just going to append nothing essentially. But if it is a reply, so if post data dot reply to, we're then just going to do a quick check to make sure that the reply to field is populated. So if we say if post data dot reply to dot underscore ID, or actually, sorry, we'll say if not that, so put the exclamation point at the front. So if it's not set, all we're going to do is say return alert reply to is not populated. Now this is what should be there for us because we obviously haven't populated the field yet. So if I refresh the page, we should see that one time we have one reply, or we have two replies. So yeah, we've just seen that, but when we see that, we'll know exactly where to look. Anyway, so we actually need to populate the reply to field, because what we're going to do underneath this is get the user's username so that we can say the name of the user we're replying to. Let's just go to poster.js. And we'll go to the part where we get in the posts. Actually, it's in this function now, isn't it? Get posts. And let's just populate. Actually, the wrong thing. Let's just populate the reply to field. Reply to field. So that will populate that for us, which means we shouldn't see that error anymore. But we will still have a problem because we've populated the reply to field, but that's a post ID. So it's actually going to just be, it's going to populate with the post. Whereas we need the user who posted as well. So we essentially need to populate the reply to field, which will give us this, and then inside of that we need to go and populate the posted by value too. So let's go back to where were we? Post.js again, and we're going to do essentially the same thing we did here, but for the reply to field. So what I will do is copy this part. So we don't want to return that obviously because we want to do something more. We're going to just say results equals and just paste that in there, results, and then it's not retweet data posted by, we're going to populate reply to posted by. So what we're doing is taking the results, populating the reply to posted by field so that we have access to the user's name and username and stuff, and then underneath that we just do what we did before and do the same thing but for the retweet data. And that's it. That should work now, I think. So we can make sure that I will stop this and refresh the page, or sorry, restart the server. Now I refresh the page and log in, and we shouldn't see that alert anymore, which we don't. But to verify that it worked, what I'm going to do is scroll down. Where were we? In the get post function. I'll just set a breakpoint in there, make sure we have all the data we need. And we didn't even hit it. So let me. Oh wait, no, that's because this is the negative check. I'll set the breakpoint outside of that. That's checking that we don't have it, so we shouldn't be hitting that breakpoint. Anyway, we're inside there. Let's just check that the reply to does have all the data it needs, which it does. Where's the posted by? That's what we're looking for. Yeah, posted by. We can see it's got all the data it needs. If we didn't do that last step where we populated the reply to dot posted by, we would just have an ID here and not any of the actual data itself. So yeah, that's working now, and we're ready to actually do something with that. And it should be pretty simple what we're doing with it. So go back to common.js, and if you want to extend this check a bit further, you can take this, copy it, and then say else, and paste it in there for else if, and then if post data dot reply to, and then dot posted by, and this will cover the scenario where posted by wasn't populated. Even if reply to is populated, sometimes we might have forgot to populate posted by, so this will cover that, but we can just update the message there to posted by is not populated. Okay, so that should be covered. Once we get past that point, we're good. And there's one more thing to do. We'll just say, actually there's 2 lines to do. We'll say reply to username equals, and then post data dot reply to dot posted by dot username. And I guess maybe you want to stick this into a variable because it's getting quite long, and I guess you could stick this into a variable like a reply to user variable if you wanted to, because it's getting quite long, but it doesn't matter too much. And then underneath that, we'll just say reply flag, which is this variable up here, remember, equals, and then do some backticks. And I'm going to create a div, and I'll say class equals reply flag, and put my single quote on, and then I will close the div as well. Okay, so what we're going to do in here, well, we're going to just add some text replying to, and then we'll put a link in there so that when you click it, it'll take them to the user's page. So href equals, and I'll close that anchor tag off as well. And then the text is going to be the user's username, which we know is just reply to username. Reply to username, this variable here. And I'll also add an @ symbol there, like that. And then I'm going to take this variable again, and we're going to add this as the URL. So / profile / and then let's just put that variable in there like that. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. In there. Okay. And that should be it. So I'm going to take this reply flag variable and just stick it in here somewhere. So where we're going to put it, we'll put it before this post body part right here. So I'll just stick it in there and give it a save. And now we should see it when we refresh the page. So posted by is not populated, so it's helping us out, I guess. Oh, and I can see why I've done posted by ID, but I didn't do any dot there. You guys probably spotted that. So right here, I forgot the dot. Now it should work. Okay, so we see replying to right there. We see replying to, so it worked. Now there's just 2 bits of style we're going to add to this, so we may as well do it right now. It's super quick. We're just going to say reply flag, which is a div we created that surrounds that. And we will then just say margin bottom is going to be 5px. Just add some space beneath the 2. And then under that, we'll do one more for reply flag, and then A, so the anchor tag inside of the reply flag div. And this is just going to be the text color we'll set. So color var -- and then our blue color. And it looks so beautiful like this. Okay, so yeah, we're done with that. I'll copy all that CSS code now. I won't forget this time. And just replace my CSS code there. And if I refresh the page, we should still see that, which we do. So now when you reply to a post, you get this beautiful replying to message. Yeah, good job, guys.